Go ahead, Norma. I'm going to hand it right over to you to start.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for taking the time to join us. And if you're watching the recording, thank you for watching the recording. So my name is Norma Rease, and I'm coming to you from Northern California. I'm super excited to be here with you and kind of share my story and a little bit more about what Arbonne's about and why it's a perfect opportunity for you to join us. So a little bit about my background. So right before I started with Arbonne, I was a makeup artist for Estee Lauder and other skincare companies for approximately 12 years. And after my son was born, I basically was working only like on the weekends as a traveling makeup artist. And I loved what I did. I loved, meeting people, sitting them down, getting to know them and making them feel and look beautiful. And when I found Arbonne, I went to a presentation and learned about the 30 Days to Healthy Living program. So I was looking for a way to get healthy after my son was born. I was diagnosed with diabetes, and because of, commuting and hectic lifestyle, it was not easy getting back to shape and eating healthy and sticking to a plan. So I was so thankful when I went to this presentation and tried the protein shakes, and they were literally delicious. I literally was sold at the protein shake. And I signed up as a consultant just to get the extra discount because I ordered 2 nutrition sets, one for my husband and one for me. And it was about to be a new year. So I knew that we wanted to start the new year with a healthy option and with a plan. So after we've been, started doing Arbonne, the nutrition program, I started learning about Arbonne also carrying skincare and skincare and makeup and personal care products. And I started learning about their high quality ingredient policy. And that's what really grabbed my attention because I was already using products, skincare, makeup from other skincare lines, but I had no idea what was in them. And with Arbonne, I started learning about the fact that they eliminate at the time more than 1,000 ingredients or more. And we had the top eliminate list. And I literally started Googling and comparing to what I was already using. And most of the products that I was using had these ingredients that we should avoid, like petrolatum, mineral oil, any petrol products, right? Mineral oil, petrolatum, phthalate, sulfates, parabens, a bunch of words I had never even heard about. And as a makeup artist, it really concerned me that we can go about and put a bunch of stuff on our skin and never even know what we're putting on our skin, and the fact that it penetrates into our bloodstream within a few seconds and gets into our bloodstreams. A lot of these bad chemicals could be hormone disruptors, could cause fertility. It's a bunch of toxins in our system, right? So I became very passionate about sharing the knowledge that I was acquiring with my friends and family. And that's how I kicked off my Arbonne business, just simply having little presentations, asking people to host presentations, and just sharing the information and slowly helping them acquire healthier products. So that's how I got started. So I am a makeup artist. I now use all of Arbonne for skincare and makeup for my clients. And of course, I use it all myself, including the nutrition. So today we're going to cover a little more information about Arbonne, but I did want to introduce my co-host, Debra, who will say a little bit about herself, and then we'll get into the presentation.
Awesome. Thank you, Norma. So a little bit about myself. I am a former teacher. I really was in education for almost 13 or so years, really the years right after school, up until I decided to get married and have kids. And that is when I was teaching for about 7 of the last years of before I stopped. Well, for about 7 years, I was a teacher. Then I started my Arbonne business. I decided to start my Arbonne business. It's been now 8 years. When I had just had my first child. I have 2 now. They're 6 and 8, so they've only known me to be an Arbonne consultant. And I had been reading about similar, you know, but for different reasons. I was reading about what was in products, and I didn't want to put that on my babies. I knew the second one was going to come hopefully soon after, but I was pregnant, reading about all the toxins, and I didn't want that for my babies, to put it on their bodies, literally. So I was really open and looking for safer products. So when I was introduced to the products, totally randomly, at a grocery store, I knew I wanted the products because I was a label reader. You don't have to be a label reader. But I was also open to the business, in large part because of the flexibility. I really enjoy teaching. There's so much reward that comes from it. At the same time, I knew that I wanted to raise my kids. I knew that I was honestly overstressed, if that's a word, and underpaid. And I love all my teachers because they deserve so much. I know what they do. They do so much. And so I knew that I was underpaid, but honestly, I wanted to raise my kids. Babies were the catalyst to say, do something different. And these products and business, well, products were absolutely something I believed in. The health and wellness side has always been a part of my life. It's been a life journey learning about health and wellness. My father passed away when I was really little from a heart attack. So I feel that that really launched my life and journey into learning about wellness and wanting to help other people and my family as well. And really elongating our lives is really, at the end of the day, you know, a healthy long life is really at the end of the day what I truly believe in. And Arbonne has been a great fit. And later on, I'll talk a little bit more about how the business has also been a really great fit. So I will pass it back to Norma to continue with the presentation. Thank you.
All right, so let's get started. We are super excited to share this information because it can literally change your life, change your options. And when I started learning more about Arbonne, I was just so fascinated that it had been around for 40 years and I had never even heard of it. And so just a little bit about Arbonne. It's been around for 40 years. Our founder in 1980 decided to start this amazing company with skincare at the time. And our approach is a healthy living from the inside out. We have a holistic approach to everything from mind, body, and skin, because everything is related, right? We can't separate those different areas of our body or our lives. So in order to have beautiful skin, we also need to consume great products that are going to be absorbed into our bloodstream and into our digestive tract. So I love the fact that Arbonne offers all of that in this product philosophy of mind, body, and skin. Next slide. And so this is our founder, Peter Mork. And when he started Arbonne, he said that he dreamt of Arbonne. He wanted it to become a place where people can flourish. And I can honestly say that I have flourished in this company, gotten way out of my comfort zone. Even as a makeup artist, you know, I was in front of people, but now doing videos on Instagram and Facebook and just putting myself out there and being vulnerable, I've been able to flourish in that area and just go for, you know, just go for it and teach others what I've been learning. And so I love that, and anybody can do that in this company. We're gonna, Deborah's gonna talk a little bit more about how Arbonne works. So we're just gonna skip through this slide because we're gonna talk about a little bit more about our transparency. Or what attracted me about Arbonne is the fact that everything is plant-based. We don't test on animals. When you do your research with regards to animal byproducts, it's really disgusting. You know, there's books written about animal byproducts and how they're added to your everyday products, from hand lotions to skincare. Even if it's higher end products, that doesn't mean they don't have animal byproducts in them. So we have a high clean standard philosophy to using very clean products. They're co-developed by expert scientific testing. We have all of these labels. We're vegan, cruelty-free, formulated without gluten, you know, PETA certified, non-GMO, and all of these different labels that just validate how clean our products are. We eliminate more than 2,000 harmful ingredients, where Europe eliminates actually about 1,400. and the United States at the most 11. And they have not changed their standards for what goes into products. They basically allow anything in the United States. So I love the fact that we have a very high quality ingredient policy. And it's so true that healthy skin starts from within. I remember when I first did the 30 Days to Healthy Living program, my skin was glowing, eliminated tiny little bumps that I had on my skin. It's because we're nourishing our body from the inside out, and that's going to give you healthy, glowy skin and hair. I used to have a little bit of psoriasis runs in our family. It totally cleared up because of changing the way that I was eating. And so we can go on to the next slide, but I love the fact that Arbonne offers the fact that we have healthy ingredients to feed our body from the inside out. And we are always on the top edge when it comes to technology, when it comes to skincare. We just launched this amazing line called Age Well, and I literally have been using it since I got it in September. I feel my skin super glowy. I'm proud to say I'm going to be 46 this next year, and I really don't feel like I look like it because of the way I take care of my body and because of my skincare. So the Age Well is going to give you that luminous skin with introducing one key ingredient called bakuchiol, which is a plant-based retinol combined with sustainable stem cells and sustainable vitamin C, stabilized vitamin C, and sustainable plant cells. So those three things together are the key ingredients to making the skincare the best thing for you. And we're gonna age, but we're gonna age looking luminous and gorgeous and not fake looking. 30 Days to Healthy Living. So that's literally how I got introduced to Arbonne. 30 Days to Healthy Living. I was sold at the shake, and it was just mixed in water. And you can add a protein shake that's vegan. It's made of cranberries, peas, cranberries, and rice. So that's the protein source, which makes it different from other proteins. Other proteins have whey protein and soy, and we don't use any of those products. We have a whole system that helps you eliminate toxins from your body, and that's called the 30 Days to Healthy Living. And what's great is that it's not a diet where you're counting calories, where you're having to weigh food. You're going for nutrition intake that your body's able to absorb, and you're going to eat some really healthy meals. At least one meal a day. You can replace 2 with a shake, and all of these different products that help you eliminate toxins from your body. And what's even better in Arbonne, if you're looking at Arbonne as a business standpoint, you want to take a look at the fact that we offer products that are consumable in every area of our lives: nutrition, skincare, makeup, and body care for the whole family. So we actually carry products for baby care, makeup, skincare for sensitive skin, essential oils, skincare for men and women, young skin, dry skin, super sensitive skin, and personal care products. And we actually go through all these products that we used to buy from another brand, and now we're using in Arbonne, and we're getting a better, higher quality product, and it's consumable. So that means that our clients continue to repurchase these products from our store, our individual Arbonne stores. So that's something to keep in mind. It's not like other companies that perhaps you sell a good quality product, but maybe it's not something you're consuming often. So this is something to keep in mind, that when I run out of my Arbonne makeup, I'm gonna reorder, and so do my clients. So now we're going to pass it back to Debra, which is going to talk to us about why Arbonne, why now is a good opportunity.
Thank you so much, Norma. Okay, so you heard a little bit about who I am. So I'll kind of weave a little bit more of my story also into the business side of what we do. So you may or may not know, but side hustles, as some people call them, they're really big right now, right? I mean, they're just ever growing, especially during this time, right? They're actually accounting for an estimated $1.4 trillion. And that was in 2018. So now I suspect it's a lot higher, right? And really people, when you think about it, they're looking for ways to be their own boss. And that was something that I was looking to do because of that little guy there that you see, and also my older daughter. I was looking to be I take that back. I was looking to do something different. Little did I know that the best way was going to be my own boss. Didn't come from an entrepreneur mindset. All I knew was education. That's what all my schooling was for. But now I can't ever go back to having a boss. Just the flexibility that I have now, especially during this time that I have two kids at home who are doing school at home, I can't imagine doing anything else. So that's been great. So social businesses are growing for a lot of reasons, right? 92% of consumers, they trust recommendations made from people they know, right? So for example, when we need something, what do? We go on social media, we ask, or if somebody asks something on social media and you know a great makeup artist, a great this, that, whatever, I'm following a great teacher in LA right now that always talks about these great books, because I'm interested in lots of books for my kids. We go on social media and we share. And that's what we do here. So global wellness is also booming. We get to own our own business online with a low startup cost. And that's huge. I mean, you can buy a franchise, a brick and mortar, but right now, I mean, think about what's happening, right, to brick and mortars. And the low startup cost here, and I'll talk about that in a bit, is, I mean, honestly, I pay 3 times as much for sushi for my family. So we get to work this business alongside our current career, school, schedule, busy life, whatever it is. People don't do this because they have extra time. Nobody has extra time. If they have extra time, I wonder. People do this in addition to whatever it is that they're doing, often alongside, for a variety of reasons. The great thing about our business is, kind of like Norma spoke about already, I'm doing 2 things here at once, so I might need to talk a little bit, is that we have a consumable product, like she mentioned, right? That means repeat sales. And from a business standpoint, really, that's what people want. And people want wellness right now. I mean, people, that will only be on the rise, right? So another thing about our global online business is that we are able to build this business in any of our 6 countries. We're in the US, Canada, UK, Poland, Australia, and New Zealand. So that's huge. And you may be thinking, I don't know people there, but you can. I always say you can go on social media right now and friend somebody on each of those countries, literally. And I, don't necessarily know people there, but I've connected with people in Australia for my business. I've connected with people in the UK for my business. And so that, because of the internet and social media, like, the world is smaller, right? So think about, what if you could earn a little extra money, right? What if you can be your own boss? What if you can choose who you work with? I know as a teacher, I didn't get to choose much of anything, honestly. In fact, I'll get to that in a minute, but the income part also, for me as a teacher, I had no choice. Here we get to set our own schedule, and we get to improve our overall well-being, and we get to help people change their lives. Maybe it's through wellness, like Norma talked about. Maybe it's through amazing skincare, because honestly, that can also be very life-changing for a lot of people. And just even removing all the toxins from our bodies, including skincare and makeup and everything, that's huge as well. People don't realize how that affects our bodies. But maybe it's also through the business. And really, at the end of the day, yes, we sell product. Yes, we do. You buy product. So regardless, you buy product. So you're buying it from somebody. Why not be from your own store, right? And why not have other people buy from your own store? And there's, I mean, in terms of ingredients, nothing like it, right? I was going somewhere with that, but I lost it now. But anyway, I'll come back once I remember. Okay, so on to how we earn. So we have a variety of ways we earn. You can see them there. We can earn from our personal sales. That is something you sell it, you earn commission. An example, so for example, I may sell to 4 people who want to do the 30 days to healthy living. And by next week, next Tuesday, I don't know what day it is right now, by next Tuesday, I would receive, by next Tuesday, I would receive about a $200 paycheck. So that's just a real simple way of like how to show how we earn on our direct sales. So that's one way. Honestly though, this is, I say magic, but it's not magic. This is where I think this is the best part of our business. The best part of this business model, and the part that maybe stumps people the most because they can't wrap their brain around commission from the product sales of your team, which we call overrides. This is where the most amazing part happens. Because, for example, as a teacher, I used to teach teachers how to teach. I used to be a master teacher, and I never got paid for doing that. And some of them are still teaching, and I'm not getting paid for the work that they're doing. Maybe, whatever line of work you do, maybe as a makeup artist, right? You may teach people how to be a makeup artist or how to do something, but do you get paid when they're working, doing what you taught them, and you are home, right? Not working or on vacation? Most people do not get paid in that way. And this is what I get to teach people to do what I do, and they go and do, and I can be there with them, but I don't have to be. And I continue to get paid on their sales and their clients. And if they teach anybody, on their sales, and so on and so forth. That is how we really, it's leveraging our time. It's pretty amazing. It's like duplicating myself and getting paid on it. So talk more to the person that sent you this, or invited you, so that you can really sink your teeth into that, because that's a big deal. So we also get to earn cash bonuses, awards. I know what I was going to say earlier. It ties into this. As a teacher, you can look up on any website for any district and see how much a teacher in that district will ever get paid. And I used to look at that box, the bottom box, and I was like, that's how much I will ever get paid as a teacher. And that's the thing. I didn't have control over that, right? It didn't matter how many years. I was only 7 years in, and I was like, oh my gosh, how long am I going to do this? And I had a master's degree, and my master's degree was pennies in my paycheck. And that was really kind of depressing to me. There was something in me that told me I was worth more. But even though, I didn't know how to wrap my brain around that, just knowing that in Arbonne, I can continue to work and build a team. And I can choose to do more today to get paid more in a few days. Like that is a crazy concept. In teaching, you can choose to do more. But for me, it only brought me more stress, to be quite honest, and people pointing the finger at me of what I was doing wrong, including the state. I was also leaving education at a time when a lot of people were getting pink slips. And for people who are not in education, a pink slip is you get a slip, maybe it's digital now, in March or whenever it is, of saying you may lose your job in a few months. So it's like you didn't know if you were going to have a job. That was pink slip. And plus my school closed. It's just craziness. So anyway, back to how we earn positive stuff. So cash bonuses is another way we can also earn. So every level allows us to earn more, which is so neat. And that is based on our own sales performance, which is great. So you don't ride on others people's, coattails, anything like that. It really does matter what you do. And that is just fair. I love that, honestly. And the last thing I'll say about this, because it just so reminds me of my previous job, right, is our effort. That means that's amazing, because as an effort-based business, that means that, for example, my first year of teaching, I remember the teacher across the hall from me had a really loud class, and he would put his feet up on the desk and read the newspaper all day. And he was tenured, meant he couldn't get fired, and he was getting paid more than me, who I was working my tail off. And I had to close the door because I couldn't hear because of his loud classroom that was just doing whatever they wanted to do. He was putting less effort and getting paid more. I was putting more effort and getting paid less because I was new. So, think about that. We really get to get paid on our effort here. So let me see if Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to come back to the money part, but here, this is, so folks, these are a couple ways that folks can get started with Arbonne. One, they can become a preferred client. Sorry, I don't know if you could see the whole thing. They could you could become a preferred client. Maybe you, maybe somebody you know. Maybe this isn't for you, but maybe for somebody you know. It's great. We have, it's like a Costco card, $29 for the whole year. You get discounts, 20 to 40% off, amazing customer service, free shipping on orders 150 or more. I mean, it's just a great way to shop and get a great deal. There's rewards and you get like freebies here and there. So great option. But maybe you're thinking, like Norma, well, maybe let me give it the best discount. And maybe I can also make some extra money, right? And honestly, I'll go back to the money because yes, you can make a little extra money. And honestly, that's what I started it as, thinking I can make a little extra money. But what if you venture to think about the top average? Why can't that be you? Why not, right? When I really saw the big picture with this business, I was already deep in. I was already a consultant. I didn't see the big picture before I signed up. At first, it was just to make a little extra money so that I can raise my kids and so that I could get great product that I was going to be using anyway, right? And $49 sign up fee, I mean, come on. I've had people where I was, they didn't have a job but they saw the value and they figured it out, right? We get to share and sell products that we love and we earn commission on it. I mean, that's what we do. We also get the best discount that way. There's no like mandatory minimums or nothing automatic or no inventory requirements, nothing like that. Like it literally it's like Amazon, but we are the owners and not, that Amazon dude. So we get paid for our little Amazon here. And they're great products. So we're really impacting real people here, right? So obviously we believe that having your own online business is the best way. We even get to earn incentive trips. As of December 1st, the next incentive trip to the Bahamas, Atlantis was announced. So that means that you can sign up today. And I'm going to go back to the money real quick. You can sign up today and literally you can sign up today. I went too far and still earn that Bahamas trip. It is a level playing field and we can always explain that. So a little bit real quick, and this is something you can go to earnings.arbonne.com, talk to the person that sent this to you and ask them to explain this a little bit more to you. But you can go to earnings.arbonne.com and bring this up and it explains more about how we earn, what we earn, and the levels, the 4 levels. And yeah, you can earn, if you're looking at the, bottom independent consultant, moving on up to national vice president, you can earn, a few extra $100 a month, or in the year. It depends what you do. You can earn, maybe $500 a month or, maybe a few thousand in the year. You can really decide, what level you're going for. As you can see, compare it to what people make in a year and a month, right? And like I mentioned, I venture to tell people, why not look at the top 50 average? And why not say, that can be me? Why not? Why not? And truly, this is a business that is flexible. It's a business that we can do around our schedules. I do not put the amount of hours into this business that I did as a teacher, yet the possibilities are entirely different, right? So really think about, if this could be for you, if you see yourself as an independent consultant, as a preferred client, and if you are not sure, maybe you just need more info, that's fine. Ask for more info. Go to earnings.arbonne.com, have a conversation about what questions you have, and let the person know who sent you this or who invited you on, where you see yourself, what your questions are. We invite you to join us on the journey. Honestly, we believe it's the best part, but it's up to you. And the last question I'll leave you with is, thinking about where you may be right now, and also if you can connect people, maybe somebody came to mind, connect the person who sent you with that person. Maybe you can help change that person's health or lifestyle, right? But think about, where your life is and what you would like it to be, right? Like dust out the dreams from under the rug, right? And what if you could design your life? What would that look like? And why not? Why not decide to do something different? Because the reality is, if we don't do anything different, if we don't make a change, then nothing changes, right? So So please ask the person or talk to the person who sent you this and let them know where you see yourself. Thank you very much. And thank you, Norma, for joining me. And thank you, everybody else who joined us tonight. And have a great night.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having me share. But I just encourage everybody to take a look, try out the products, and just jump in. Why not? If you don't make a change right now, 5 years are going to go by anyway. What if in 5 years from now you're a national vice president and making your dream life come true? And this can be a vehicle for you. It doesn't mean it has to be your passion, but it can allow your passions to flourish. Maybe you want to open your own restaurant for some reason, or you want to open a different kind of business, and Arbonne can be the vehicle to allow you to do that. So allow yourself to dream and join us. And thank you for being here today.
Awesome. Thank you, Norma. Have a good night.